Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy Monday. So today I just want to quickly talk about the 10 ex-MPs of MK that opened a case against MK for being dismissed. And then I want us to talk about the DA, Tshwane Mayor, who the Action SA wants to remove. But they've been spreading this propaganda that the reason the Action SA is removing them in the mayor position, it's because they want to put the EFF, right? So this is what happened. The 10 parliament members of the MK were dismissed, and there was a reason that some of them were missing the meetings and the parliament gatherings, so they were not doing the job. So they obviously lodged a complaint that they quit their jobs to take the positions of being MPs for MK. So I mean, getting that job stripped under your foot, like it's not good, because some of them, they've got families to feed, wada, as you all know, because they get paid like a lot of money. So obviously umntu has already calculated, okay, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. So the court has made a ruling today, and I want to read you the letter from MK. MK released a public statement. I also want to read you a letter from the MK Youth League. All right, just before I do that, let me quickly introduce myself. Okay, so my name is Zizipolo Belwana. Welcome to Simple Politics. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where we simplify politics. This is where we keep you updated about what's happening in the country. This is where we react to things happening politically in the country that affect us as the citizens, as the poor and the struggling, if you want to put it like that. All right, so I want to read you the statement, first of all, from the MK. Before I read you the statement, I actually want to read you guys what Floyd wrote, because I saw that he posted. So Floyd said, the Western Cape High Court did not agree with the former Umkhonto weSizwe members of parliament that were unfairly recalled. We will, over the next few weeks, be deploying skilled, capable, and organic warriors as public representatives. We are assembling the best of the best. You know what? There have been mixed emotions also about MK assembling the best of the best, because there are people who are not necessarily like very educated or have experience, like Abo Brian Molefe and stuff, but they've worked extremely hard to help the MK, to mobilize, to make sure that people vote for MK. So I don't know if it's such a good idea that they are being dismissed, their membership is terminated, and all of a sudden we are bringing people that are experienced, because at the end of the day, those people that are experienced didn't do anything. And when maybe MK hits like a stumbling block, will those people be there to defend the MK? We don't know that. Anyway, this is their media statement. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party welcomes the judgment handed down by the Western Cape Division of the High Court regarding the court application by former members of parliament, which is dismissed with cost. Ooh, it's dismissed with cost. Now they must pay. Ooh, that's very tricky. The MK party never intended for this internal matter to enter the public arena, as the discharged members were formally informed not to proceed to be sworn in as members of parliament. They proceeded with the swearing in and were subsequently informed by the party that their presence in parliament would be temporary. It was not enough for these recalcitrant litigants to drag the party to court, which led the party to incur unnecessary costs relating to the charging office logs, keys, and even hotel accommodation for new members who could not access accommodation in parliament villages. The MK party was further negatively impacted in the parliament in voting numbers due to these acts of ill discipline by these perfidious individuals. The court's punitive order only reaffirms our initial position that this matter should have been dealt with and dispensed with internally, as this has brought the organization into disrepute. All due procedures was followed in expediting the matter, and we have been vindicated. The court cannot be subjected to frivolous applications by wounded party members who fail to not only comprehend but also adhere to the party line. The continued egregious efforts of individuals who place their personal agendas ahead of the organization and the revolution will be thoroughly met with decisive action, as no one is bigger than the organization. We as the Umkhonto Party continue to work towards our mission to hold the executive accountable as the official position in Parliament and work to implement the people's mandate. We shall continue to lead and unify all black parties of the aggressive caucus under the common fundamental principle and minimum programs of action to ensure the true liberation of our people. So that's the letter. That's the media statement from the MK. There is another guy as well who was also dismissed. I'm going to see if I can find this clip here, an interview. But he's also back in Parliament. So what this guy did when he was dismissed from the MK, he just shares a little bit of the story that he made a video first. I saw his video. I've got it in one of my videos. So he made a video and he was like, yeah, guys, let's continue to support MK, even though this unfortunate event has happened. We were removed from Parliament, but let's continue to work towards MK. He did not speak badly. And also, apparently, he was also approached that he becomes part of the legal case, which he did not agree. He says that he was advised by other people not to go ahead with that. And then, so he was brought back to Parliament. So, yeah, but then he was talking that, you know what, I'm going to be honest that when you are dismissed from Parliament, you don't have a job, you don't have anything to do, it's not nice. And he was just sharing his experience and saying that he understands the ones that went to open a case. He understands how they feel because it's not a nice feeling. So I'm going to see if I can find that video and attach it. And then another...
Hayi baba njalo ke wajabula kwabamnandi nafunga jiki 2 months down the line breaking news says ukuthi hayibo kunama members of parliament who have been relieved of ama duties abo, and you were one of those members. Ukuthiwa hayi madoda sesibongile so wesibone sesina replace.
Yeah.
Ngaleyo moment leyo ngifisa futhi ukungitshela ukuthi wafila kanjani futhi usulokhuza usutshelwa ukuthi sekukanje manje.
Ngakusho nje mfuthu wami hey ubhlungu leyo nto. Khona baba engimhloniphayo lawa wakhuluma la wathi it's not about a deployment yodwa, kune package ekhona. Kusekune package ekhona usuke usubona ukuthi impilo yakhe izoshintsha, ubona ukuthi no usuzokwazi na ukwenza ezinye izinto obungakwazi ukuzenza.
Yes.
Umzuzu engathi mina abangahleka abantu sinezitho esibanazo mfowethu, ezinye sibanazo emphakathini, ezinye sibenazo emndenini, ezinye sibenazo emabandleni. Kunabantu nje nasemphakathini nakhona ku MK sinazo izitho. Abantu abangakufiseli into enhle. Umuntu kongeke ongakaze athi congratulations yakubongela mfowethu. What do you expect uma usudilize? Yabo. Lo muntu vele ngeke aze akhalisane nawe.
Yeah.
So njengoba sinezitha ke mfowethu yonke kule ndawo, khona abantu abajabulela i-downfall yomunye umuntu ukuthi mayewa, yabona bashaya izandla.
Yeah.
Umzuzu omubi mfowethu lowo engawufiseli ngisho isitha sami. Ukuthi one usuresignile emsebenzini, usuye kumsebenzi ngenxa yamadlela akuhlasa, ubona nami sengizoke ngithi ukuphefumula kancane. Yabo bese kuvele kufika ikhethini lithi yebo inhlangano inamandla ukuthi ngoba usukudeploy yiyo. Mike deploy lithi no comrade sesicela ukubuyisa manje uyabo ngenxa yezizathu so bese kubona sikufaka. kodwa umzuzu okuhlunga ngeke siqamba amanga mfowethu ukuthi kuba mnandi kuyaphazamisa emqondweni kulimaza ifamily yakho kulimaze wena uqobo psychologically kulimaze kujabulisa izitha zakho ngoba izitha eswe zishaya izandla njengoba besasizwa ku social media nje weza abantu bejabula bebeyapi bebengene kanjani abaphume ziningi izinto ezakhuluma lapha kuma social media kufunde abantwana bethu khona izingane zethu ziyafunda nazo yabalimaza yabona so akuwona umzuzu futhi ke noma ngabe isitha sakho sizonda kanjani ungasizondela ukuthi siphelelwe isinkwa noma siphelelwe umsebenzi wena ujabule ngoba ezakho izingane zidla angifiseli umuntu my brother leyo nto ukuthi umuntu a recallwe because usukubalile nawe ukuthi yabo kulonyaka nazi izinto engizozenza futhi nasenhlanganweni ungakhohliwe ukuthi sengizokwazi ukwenza into ebengingakwazi ukuzenza sengizokwazi ukunakela abantu laba vele abadependele kimi kakhulu ngoba ungaba nayo vision my brother but uma ungenayo imali yabo nepower yokwenza into yabo so ungagcina ivision yakho isifele ekhabetheni uyivalele ekhabetheni but uma unemali kulula ukuthi uma ufuna ukwenza into uma ufuna ukusiza abantu angalala umuntu angadlili ukhona yabo but uma ungenayo imali uzomthanda umuntu but ayikho into ongayenza yabo so umzuzu obuhlungu mfowethu ojabulisa izitha kuwena usukulimele abaningi khona intombazana nje shame esasimvimba njalo efuna ukuyibulala ngoba uye kumsebenzi useyithola manje ku dead end yabo engasazi fanele enze njani unabantwana abancane some cancel sathi no bekezela akukho kuphela kwendaba lokho
ngoba nje badusho nje ukuthi ukurecallwa kusenye isikhathi sokunama plans ukuthi gonna deploy you somewhere else and knowing politics yonke into ayibekwa obala ukuthi ayikhulula sokusuka la sikufayela ngalesikhathi osabizwa ukubizwa nje ukuthi bezele ngoba that brings me to after you guys were recalled quickly nje I think it was a day after wangithumelela leya video leyana yakho usho ukuthi the main important thing that I picked up from there ukuthi abantu abasupport umkhonto ubona konke sokwenzekile nazo zonke lezi zinto ezikhulunywa emedia nepropaganda ekhona yenzakalayo abantu nje ababhekisa amehlo kumkhonto.
Another thing that I want to say, okay, so I also want to say it's tricky when you're dealing with a political party because you can't tell them how to run their party. You can't tell them, you know, who to remove, who to deploy and who to remove. It's their party at the end of the day. So, I mean, the court was really in a tricky position and they say that this should have been dealt with internally, like honestly. Anyway, that's that for the MK. And then I want us to quickly touch, this is just a quick, you know, video. I don't want to make it long. And also I want us to touch on the DA. The DA likes doing this thing where it just pushes this propaganda about the EFF. The DA is fighting with Action SA in Tshwane, right? Action SA wants to remove the mayor for the DA, wara. So the DA now is sending these SMSs to the residents. I'm going to read it for you. Dear residents, please beware that the Action SA has officially declared its intention to break with the Tshwane coalition and to replace the EFF at the center of the government. They didn't say that. This is the party of VBS looting, violence, chaos. Action SA has sold out its partners and its voters. The DA will fight to prevent the EFF from assuming power in Tshwane. We will communicate the next steps to the residents, but in the meantime, we'll continue to work with our remaining partners to serve the city and its residents. First of all, the EFF is not going to get the power. If that mayor is removed, it's either it's going to be a mayor of the ANC or Action SA. EFF has got nothing to do with removing the mayor in the city of Tshwane. All the EFF has done is they've got votes, so they decide who they want to share the votes with. So I don't understand. Instead of DA addressing the Action SA, they know that in order to scare the residents, they must use the EFF, which is crazy. And they've done this with the elections as well. And this thing keeps on working because people are easily fooled. So I don't know what the EFF can do to just get the DA off its back and get them to stop spreading propaganda and lies about them. Like, I don't know what they can do. Anyway, the EFF also released a statement, and they said that the EFF Tshwane response to the DA's baseless accusations. We have noted with concern the Democratic Alliance attempt to embroil the economic freedom fighters in their internal coalition struggle and frustrations. The EFF categorically rejects the DA attempts to discredit our movement and to deflect attention from their own shortcomings. To the DA, we say this: redirect your grievances and frustrations to the appropriate parties, namely the ANC and the Action SA. Exactly. The EFF has remained a vigilant observer as the DA's mayor of Waterkloof engages in political theatrics. We refuse to be dragged into the narrative of failure and blame shifting. The EFF of Tshwane has not tabled any motion that the DA accuses us of. And we are indifferent to the DA's existence as the political entity. Your party continues to exhibit a lack of strategy, direction, and leadership, proving to be failed project in the arena of South African politics. You misplaced accusation and weak mindset are directed at the wrong party. We stand firm in our commitment to the people of Tshwane and our principles. The EFF is not a product of any clandestine establishment. We operate with integrity, transparency, and steadfast dedication in the liberation and empowerment of our people. To Action SA, we say, Pez kwakhe. It is the time for true humanity and leadership to prevail in our city. We eagerly anticipate our meeting on the 26th, where we will continue to call for true freedom and justice in the city of Tshwane. The EFF remains resolute in its mission to serve the people with unwavering dedication and will not be distracted by the DA's attempts at political manipulation. We are here to bring about meaningful change and will not be swayed by baseless accusations. Which is exactly what I just said, that EFF has got nothing to do with the Action SA wanting to remove the DAs. Like, EFF did not table anything. But the DA Mtakabawo, instead of facing Action SA, they are going for the EFF. Why? Why? So there's a lot going on in this country. So actually, before I close this video, guys, that's all I wanted to share. Umkhonto weSizwe, the Youth League, also released a statement regarding these 10 members. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party Youth League notes and truly welcomes the judgment handed down by the Western Cape High Court dismissing the application by disgruntled members of Parliament, challenging their removal from the National Assembly. Let this be a lesson to all those that bring the party to disrepute and put their own interests and agendas before those of the organization. It is totally unbecoming and tremendously uncouth that these members had the temerity to approach the court being aware of the party resolutions before they were sworn in as members of parliament. To be clear, we as the MK Youth League stand firm behind the party and continue to call on our leadership to deal with these feeble-minded individuals and their supporters decisively. Let us all focus our efforts on achieving our generational mission of economic freedom in our lifetime. Oh my God. I hate it when they use the slangs from the EFF. I really do. I feel like they must just create their own slangs. But anyway, that's what I had today to share. So anyway, yeah, the MK was definitely going to win that case because at the end of the day, and also their lawyer was very, very weak. But those 10 MK members, their lawyer was weak. He could not fight for that case at all. And the DA continues to use the EFF's name, continues to drag the EFF's name to get attention from the people. They've got no other propaganda. They've got no other strategy. Their only strategy is to just drag the EFF so that they can get attention. I don't know what the EFF can do about this, but it's so frustrating. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, if you do enjoy my content, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I get motivated to keep making these videos. yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section, because this is just becoming too much. Let me know what you think, and let's engage, guys. A luta continua. The struggles continues, honey.